Lastly, in my room, we have a dual light EVHC high output emergency light. This, in my opinion, is probably the brightest emergency light currently offered in the emergency lighting market. These things are really bright, which you'll see this in a minute, and I think they're the emergency light of choice if, again, you need a really bright emergency light. If you know dual light products, you might say this looks a lot like a dual light EV emergency light, which it does. The EVHC is pretty much just a larger scale version of the EV, and it's much brighter too. This particular model has self-diagnostics, which dual light calls Spectron, and if you look to the left, you can see all the different faults that the emergency light can report, and it tests itself monthly. For some reason, my model likes to test itself at 2 in the morning, so this emergency light has woken me up a couple times now. It also has a pretty sleek appearance in my opinion too, so if I needed a really bright emergency light, this would be the one I would choose. Let's go ahead and manually test it by pressing the test button, and with self-diagnostic units, if you press them, you don't have to hold down the test button. So you can see it's really bright. My camera can't even pick it up, which will show this more of how bright it is when we go into emergency mode here in a second, but you can see it's blinking on and off, indicating it's in self-test. So I think it'll do this for around 30 seconds to a minute, and if I press it again, I believe it'll bump up to 30-minute test, but we'll go ahead and cancel that by pressing it twice, which will shut it off, and I like how it kind of fades out. So anyways, that's the EVHC, and now that we've seen all of the units in my bedroom, let's go ahead and do a test by going into emergency mode.